Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Pillars of Eternity. In the previous episode we have met Lowko, the Nature Godlike right here. That is going to be the main character in the story. We got overrun with our caravan while we were trying to find new lands because we were hunting and we had a really bad season and our village basically kicked us out. Let's continue onwards and see what we can make of this. Now we had to run away because there were the winds that were basically forcing up to these caverns. And we decided to continue onwards through these caverns without taking a rest because, we may be being chased down. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Xorib. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. It is okay, I won't hurt you. I will tear you to pieces, lizard. Let's pick option number 2 here. The Xorib recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking noise emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. We can now either tear it to pieces, raise our hands and stand still, or slowly back away. I don't really want to back away. That's not gonna happen. So either we raise our hands or we tear it to pieces. Let's just stand still then. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking noise emanating from the back of its throat. It sniffs once again, it steps back and, alright, fine, we'll tear it to pieces. The Xorib's eyes narrow as it hisses at you. It lunges, raising its spear. Well, here we go. Here goes nothing, I suppose. I don't know how powerful these things are. I think we're just gonna activate the abilities that we have. I mean, we might as well. Yeah, so just do it like that. There you go. And then we got our main guy right here that can also be activating his ability right there. Activating it, and well, let's unpulse it. This should be a pretty straightforward battle. I mean, it's just a single guy. Yeah, there we go. Wow, what were we so scared for, guys? What was this? Alright, so he got a spear right here that we may be able to use if we really wanted to. Well, we'll just take it. And we also got a Xorib tongue as well as a medium shield. Well, that's actually not bad. We may be able to use that shield. Previously we actually gave it to Hiodan. Like the small shield we found. But we may as well just, wait, where did the big one go? Did I not loot that? I'm pretty sure I did. Alright, whatever. We don't really need that anyway. Oh, we added it to the stash, I suppose.
Wait, do you hear that?
Oh, what is this? There's gonna be more and more encounters here. Alright, so we got a Skuldra Whelp. I'm thinking we can just do the same thing once again. I have no idea how powerful these guys are, but they seem to be, they seem to die quite rapidly. At the very least, so far. Okay, there we go. And the third guy also just activate the abilities because we can activate them once every encounter. We may as well. Although it may not even be necessary. No, it wasn't necessary at all. All right. Okay, we got an urn. There we go.
I might be able to break through here if I were feeling better.
A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. All right, we can either push on the wall or we can leave. Let's push. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Well, we can try and send Hiodan, but he's kind of out of breath already. So let's send Kalisha. Kalisha pushes with all her might, and the crack begins to spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives away. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead. All right. Well, let's see what is going on in this little area.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting modes to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors. Alright, so we have this mode right here called scouting mode apparently. And I don't know exactly what it does, but I'm assuming that it's just gonna like make us be found less often by enemies. Now I saw there was one guy right there.
How can I help?
Don't really think we should actually be engaging here. We can just continue onwards. There's no reason to engage everything we see. Okay. So I have no idea what the actual advantage of this is, but I'm assuming that we're just like less likely to get attacked.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path too.
Already? Are we already there? Oh wow. All right. That's fine. That's fine by me. Yeah, there were some more rooms to discover, but we don't need to see everything. All right. Well, we can attack that thing. That's fine. Just take it out. Okay, all good. Ooh, there's another one of those circular rooms.
They'll never know I'm here.
Alright, so we're once again stealthing forward. See if we can find anything over here. Well, there's no need to rush through it either, though. Like, if you can find something, well, things like that may be very useful. Alright, we found a helmet. Now, our main guy can't actually use the helm. But we can give it to, her. There we go. Let's have a quick look what is in there as well. We got another urn with a jasper, as well as an, agate. Agate? Agate? I don't know exactly how to pronounce that thing, but that's all fine by me. Yeah, we add everything to the stash by default. I don't actually know how we can access this stash. Let me have a quick look right here. Is there any way we can see it all? We have the inventory right here. Okay, there's the stash right here. Okay, well, we don't worry too much about the stash for the time being. There we go. So let's make sure this guy has the shield that we found earlier. And, well, let's give her the helm that we found as well. So there we go. She got a bit of a helm right now, which may come in useful. We also got this thing that we found earlier, hide armor. But I think the current armor that I got on my main character on Lowko is already better than that one right there. Yeah, and probably the same goes through. Yeah, oh, actually it's not that much better, but it's a little bit. We got a torch right here that we may want to use. Yeah, but all of this is not that big of a deal. So yeah, we can definitely let that be. Well, I'm not too worried about being in combat actually. Like, we can fight that thing. That's just fine. There we go. No big deal. A little spider. Ooh, there may be some more spiders up here though. Well, we got a web sack right there, as well as a rapier. Alright. That's actually, like, those weapons are really cool. Those weapons are really, really cool. And it's actually... Oh, I think this may very well be the exit. Alright, yeah, I thought the exit was actually through the bottom right there, but it's all fine. Ooh, what is going on here? Older robed men. Four figures stand silhouetted before an otherworldly apprentice. Apprentice? I don't know what an apprentice is, but it looks to be this statue thing. An ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, inscrutable and ominous, and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. Alright, so they cannot be seeing us. The face of one of the figures is distantly visible, framed by long tendrils of oily grey hair, tinged dark at the ends, and a thick beard that seems to obscure all trace of emotion. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and his head is crowned with a strange black headdress, with two protrusions jutting out, one on either end, like the wings of some profane and malevolent creature. Okay.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Interesting right here. I thought it was some sort of sacrifice going on right here, but it seems to be something different. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below like a rugged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have seen, but immense, and multifaceted and intertwined. The work perhaps of prodigious but fevered mind. Alright, that's very strange. Your thoughts are yours and not... Wait. My thoughts are... Alright, your thoughts are yours and not yours. And they seem to exist before you think them. And they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick grey beard in a ceremonial robe. His oily hair tucked beneath a black cowl and a strange ornament headdress. You notice, man, you are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Well, there we are, lying on the floor. Did everyone die? Oh no, I hope not. That was my entire party. You awaken to find your malice is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntarily paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machines stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Alright, looks like we have a message from the game. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents your physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted instances may also result in fatigue. Alright. Resting is an easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also lower a character's fatigue total. Alright. Heodan and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their body twisted unnaturally and dead. Wow, they are actually dead. Okay. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Oh my god, my allies are actually gone. Well, at least my wolf guy is still here, so we got that going. Well, I guess we just take everything then. Sorry, boys. All of them, we take everything. Could we not just actually put everything in the stash? That probably would have been faster to do anyway, but let's have a quick look around and see exactly what is going on. Ooh. Huh. This is some pretty freaky stuff over here. Well, let's have a quick look right here at the bottom of this pillar. See what happened to these people. Well, I don't think we were supposed to, like, disrupt this entire place, but it'll do, I suppose. Okay, let's have a look. This massive structure is formed of stone, Adra and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Okay. Well, I guess we'll try and follow. Like, is there anything else we can do here? Can we get, like, maybe inside of that place? At least have, like, a closer look at it. No, it doesn't look like it. Not from the other angle either. Okay. Well, there is something we can loot here. A pilgrim's crown. Alright. Yeah, there's really nothing going on this map. Other than the fact that we could try and replace this area, I suppose. Now, we can decide to actually put up a camp over here. I don't know if that's the smartest move, but we can give it a try. Do some resting. Yeah, see what's happening over here. Alright, so right now it's daylight again. Well, let's just travel onwards then. We're gonna go straight... Well, where are we going? Drag and... click and drag to navigate. Okay. So we can have a bit of a look around right here. There's a lot of places we can go to, but it looks like we are over there right now. We're gonna have to travel towards Valewood, or we can go to the Gilded Vale. Now we're gonna have to go to Valewood, and then probably walk onwards. It's gonna take 6 hours. Alright, well that's fine. We should be able to get there before night. Oh, actually, we're gonna have to walk ourselves. I thought it would actually travel for us. Alright, let's have a quick look around. Ooh, there's something here. What are you? Okay. Well, we're seeing things at the very least. Have to try and make my way there as soon as possible. Yeah, we see ghosts. We see things everywhere. It's kind of freaky. Ooh, we can actually loot those. Okay, we got some river reed. So a quick look at what these things are. Shattered pieces of crate are strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. This is something we can actually loot, no? Okay, there we go. We got some camping supplies. Hey, Nonton. How are you doing, buddy? Damn thing. This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky motions. He looks up at you as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning his face to you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. A caravan was overtacked. I've been trying to make my way to the Gilded Vale. Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear that. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you keep down the road. You haven't far to walk. But you want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked, north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great monster string. And Pearly, he didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I will tell my wife or his wife. In any case, this forest is already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anyone else. Who are you? Name's Nonton. Born and raised in the Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Purdy, I suppose. Alright. So we just have to follow the road down. Is that what's happening? I think it is. Yeah, we can obviously have a bit of a look around in the rest of this area as well, but we should be fine. Okay, let's go to the Gilded Vale. It's gonna take a couple more hours, but as long as we make it over there without too much trouble, we should be fine. Alright, it's getting dark. I do have camping supplies if we need it to be, but we are healthy enough. So he said stay to the path. Well, I think we're already there actually. Alright, so that's all fine. Oh my god, what happened here?
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
Alright, so I have a strange feeling ever since that close call with the Beowig. Is there someone in town who could help? Or, nah, we're gonna ask about the tree. Ah yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Raedric banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him. And while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. Alright. Before I go, I saw people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. He regards you carefully. You want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Angwithan's ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Birth have mercy, we certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Beowick. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a Beowick, you wouldn't be standing here. Alright, you said something about the Hollowborn and Waidwind's legacy before. He blinks. I forgot that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Direwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. That's kind of freaky. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe. Barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War. And so the name Waidwind's legacy stuck in honor of that vile, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. Lord Raedric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest in heart, he nods. I could be feeling strange, or I've been feeling kind of strange. Alright, we can just ask him, I suppose, about the Beowick.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Raedric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Alright.
Keep out of...
Ooh.
Listen.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy. It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Something is going on right now.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Raedric. I fear Lord Raedric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Alright, so the baby they were getting is not there anymore. Don't threaten me, little man. What do you mean? What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is none of your concern. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barrett must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. It's no threat, only a warning. Lord Raedric will tolerate no threats to his kin, or those who live upon his lands. Alright. So let's get towards the inn then. He's telling me to go there a bunch of times. So we are probably best off taking shelter there for at least a little bit. Which one is the inn though? That's the real question. Well, it's probably this one. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopped gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? I don't actually care too much. Everyone calm down. What is this about? Alright, fine. We'll ask what is going on. One of the other men's pointing at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. He's mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy ADR manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment, not from foreigners.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
The second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He stinks of sour ale.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll
Wow.
cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Alright, well, apparently people want to start attacking him. I'm gonna take his side if that happens. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Well, looks like that is exactly what is going on right now. Alright, looks like we have to do this, this little combat right here. Alright, which one do we take out first? Guess it's him. Let's just mark the target then as well. And let's get started. There we go. We're just gonna take all of them out. That was fast enough right there. Sorry, Mr. Elf. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns towards you. The tension almost gone from his smooth
Not quite
face.
how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of raying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Aloth. Alright, tell me about yourself, Aloth.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Alright.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Within ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Do we want to tell him? Question is, do we want to tell him? Bewick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
What are you doing in the Gilded Vale, though?
An excellent question.
Thanks.
I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife.
Ooh.
But I take it that's a familiar tale.
He did the exact same thing to us. I've been experiencing strange things as of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled oak tree in the center of town. I expect that such expertise would be sought elsewhere. Just, how did you manage to cross those three drunks? You don't exactly look like a settler. I should get going. Alright, we'll ask him.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Alright, I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Alright, so either we can group up together, or we are going solo. Which will be better? I'm thinking my character, considering I am a elf as well. Or I'm not actually an elf, I'm a godlike, but I'm like a nature person as well, I suppose, and we are like known for hunting. I think it would be pretty good to have him with us.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Sweet. Right, so we have a new party member right here. Pretty good stuff. Oh, we get some. We get lots of stuff here as well from looting those. Let's have a quick look at the inn right now, we'll have a look around exactly what is going on in here. Maybe we can actually stay here for the night. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. I don't know if it's actually worth resting in these places, but we can have a look around. Maybe go upstairs, yeah. See what's going on in here. Did you hear about our flood? Grab a drink, friend. Not much else to do in this town, says the woman from Thine. Hey, we wouldn't have mentioned Thine. Alright. So these people are just hanging out here. Can we take a rest in these rooms? Is that even a possibility? Nah. Alright.
You must get...
Oh. I actually accidentally clicked that away. I just clicked on the stairs. Don't know exactly who that was, but we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Alright, so we got the entire party with us. But before we continue onwards, let's first go outside and see what is going on in this little town. So the animator that could have helped us apparently did get hung, which is not ideal for us. Yeah, it is night right now, so I'm thinking of just staying here as of right now, and then maybe next episode we will be able to start moving out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, so you'll be the very first one to get a notification when we continue our journey. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.